Donald Trump strands thousands of Americans in the Middle East, then tells them don't look to us for help. Now, if you missed it, the Trump administration has stranded thousands of Americans in the Middle East because they didn't make a plan to evacuate them before starting the war in Iran. And Donald Trump, his response has been a complete disaster, with Marco Rubio suggesting if you are stranded, call the State Department's emergency line for help. Well, anybody who called the emergency line after hearing Rubio say that got this message.
Do not rely on the U.S. government for assisted departure or evacuation at this time. There are currently no United States evacuation points.
Yeah, don't come to us. We don't have a plan to help you out. There's no evacuation points. We didn't help you before the war started. What makes you think we're going to help you now? This is Trump's America. This war in Iran has been a disaster from start to finish, and now we're seeing, even before it started, they were failing the American people, and now thousands of Americans are stranded with nowhere to go.
Well, the Antichrist spoke this morning, and he said, and I quote, "There will be no deal with Iran, only unconditional surrender," which means this is a forever war. It's a forever war. According to the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, it's a holy war. Did you guys know that? We're in a holy war? You didn't know? I guess you guys know this. Holy wars don't fucking end. They're forever wars. The guy who said no new wars, the peace candidate president, he is now advocating and telling all of us, not only are we in a forever war, it's a holy war, and he's going to start another one in about a month. In Cuba, he actually said this. They had a conversation, and somebody brought up Cuba, and he said, oh, Cuba's next. Cuba's next. A lot of people say you shouldn't do multiple things at the same time, but I'm different. We're different. We're smarter. He literally took the lessons of every other crazed dictator, madman in history, and said, I'm built different. I can fight a Western and Eastern war. We are so fucked. We're so fucked. And he's the fucking Antichrist. And if you voted for him, if you have that red hat, that's the mark of the beast on your fucking forehead. It's not MAGA, it's Magog. Fuck you. Anybody who voted for this, anybody who didn't fucking listen, fuck you. I'm done. I'm done being nice. By the way, this has been me being nice to you fuckers. You've killed millions of people with your fucking actions.
Hi, my loves. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So a lot of people are literally quitting the military right now in droves. And not only that, a lot of people are telling other people, do not join the military right now with everything that is going on in the US. So many people are advising their friends, advising their people, followers, do not let your kids join the US military. With all that is going on, there's just so much that will be coming and unfolding. Okay, so many people are now deciding to quit because of what is happening in the Middle East. Well, guys, I'm going to let the rest of the videos roll. Then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of those videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop your own take in the comments. So let's go watch, and I'll come back with more commentary.
19 years. 19 years I've spent in the Army, and I have made the decision to get out. And I hear a lot of, well, it's just one more year. Oh, you're crazy to be missing out on all that money. But people don't know what I've been through. I deployed to Afghanistan about 8 years ago. And coming home since then, I've stuck it out. And finally, the trauma from that has caught up with me. And I have stayed so long in a system that literally broke me. Yes, I've had really good times, but the one bad time holds so much weight that I can't do it anymore. I don't have any more left in me. And today I just learned that the reason I'm getting out is the same reason so many other people have voluntarily separated from the military. So being a part of something that has caused me so much trauma, it's been really difficult, but I'm done. I'm done. I can finally take this off. I'm free. I'm gonna go get my septum pierced now.
As a military combat veteran who has spent a few tours in Iraq during Operation Iraqi Freedom and personally folded 36 flags with these hands, I have got to tell you, barring politics and everything, we're talking about cold, hard facts here. Our young men and women are about to die for an old man's fight. And none of the old men are going to take part in it. So they're not going to die. The retaliation for what Iran did to one of our bases, where we came back at Iran, what they just did was they started going after one of our naval facilities, and they attacked Saudi Arabia, where the fossil fuels reside. The commerce, the business behind all of it. And you know who does business with Saudi Arabia with fossil fuels? We do. It's the same exact thing with a different face on it. Hear me. This is not about proving who's the bigger bully on the playground anymore. These hands folded 36 flags in 4 months. More flags will be folded, and they will be draped over the caskets of our children. Do y'all understand the gravity of this situation? I'm at a loss for words. I wish that I could fill these gaps in this video with something other than flashbacks that you can't see that are behind my eyes. Flashbacks that my buddies saw. I had 5 buddies that took their own lives because they lost to the war on the home front. Because once they got back, because they had survivor's guilt and all kinds of other things, because their lives weren't taken during these wars, they took their own. And this needs to be said by somebody who knows what all this turns into from the level of the middle class. God, I never thought I'd see this twice in my lifetime. We're in trouble.
Our troops are in real danger because this administration doesn't know what they're doing. It turns out that the 6 service members that lost their lives had no warning, no sirens, nothing. They were in a makeshift operations center. It was a triple-wide trailer that was previously being used for office space, and they had no idea what was coming. And now the president and Pete Hegseth are telling us there's going to be more casualties. Yeah, I'm sure there will be because they don't know what they're doing, and they have no regard for our service members. Trump called them suckers and losers. And Pete Hegseth is so detached that he treats them like members in a video game. It was a horrible scene inside the building, and they still haven't notified all of the family members because they're still trying to identify who was there. As a mother, I would never give up any child for a war. For men who can't negotiate themselves out of a paper bag. For men who can't wait to go to war because they use it as a tool. It's not a last resort for these men. I am furious at everyone who voted for this. You voted to use our nation's children as cannon fodder. You've handed them over to an insane madman. I hope it was worth it, because when I was voting, I had this in mind. I knew that he would do this, because this is who he is. And I guess this is who MAGA is.
I have some massive fucking news regarding the war. So our president just came out with one of the most insane tweets on Truth Social he has ever said. Here are some of the stuff he all said in one tweet. That Middle Eastern countries are thanking him. Whether you like Trump or not for me to tell you, but he's lying. Middle Eastern countries are not thanking him. In fact, they're pissed at him and they're pissed at America because they invest billions of dollars into our country, the USA, and in return, we're supposed to guarantee them safety, and we did not do that. They are pissed at Trump in the USA right now. They are sure as hell not thanking him. Number 2, Trump says that Iran will be hit very hard, and the only way forward is for their total surrender. Iran is fighting for their life right now. You think they're going to surrender? No. And our president is going to bomb them more. The guy that has no new wars, the guy that criticized Middle Eastern entanglements on his campaign trail, is going to bomb them hard today. Real quick, Purple Popular Show. Thank you for 600 paid subscribers. Link in my bio. I just dropped a 45 to 50 minute long episode yesterday, covered in detail this entire war, this entire conflict. Number 3 is Trump says that Iran has surrendered to Middle Eastern neighbors. That's also a complete lie. They haven't. Okay, so I don't know where the hell he's getting this information from. He's probably lost it in the head and is just coming up with shit on the go to tweet out, but it's false. And right now, the best thing that the president of the USA can do is lie, claim victory, and then get us the hell out of the Middle East. Yeah, we will have lost, but that's better than the alternative options, which is this gets ramped up, more lives get taken on both USA and Iran side, more bombs are dropped, we lose more allies, more unnecessary death. That's the alternative. So Trump, lie and say that we've won and exit now. The American people don't want any more war.
Huge update on the ever-expanding war in Iran. Now Russia is getting involved there, providing sensitive information to Iran about where the US is stationed across the Middle East, as well as their warships and communication systems. That means now over 20 countries have become involved in the Iranian war. It hasn't even been a week yet. It is also possible, but we have no reports of that yet, that China might get involved, given that Iran is supplying 80% of their crude oil, but stay tuned. Much of the world seems to be expecting it, but again, Iran and China are not exactly allies.
Something about the current narrative involving Iran is not adding up at all. Trump and Pete Hegseth have claimed they've destroyed the entire country and they're begging to make a deal with us. However, CNN is live from Tehran and everything looks normal. Check this out.
There's a couple of things that we've noticed. Number one is that, first of all the shops are open. All the shops are really well stocked, even with fresh things, like, for instance, fruits and vegetables. Coffee, obviously, also available as well. And then also the gas stations. There's no long lines as gas stations. Fuel seems readily available, and you just don't see any sort of degree of panic anywhere.
First of all, we have to be honest about something. During wars or international conflict, information is always messy. Governments love to push a narrative, especially a narrative that claims they're winning. Social media amplifies everything, including misinformation. But here we have actual video from a mainstream media outlet of Tehran where everything looks like it's normal. Trump and his administration have consistently said that Iran is on the brink of destruction, but this is what their capital looks like, and it doesn't seem like that's the case at all. In fact, Trump is actually the one who has begged multiple different countries for help, including Ukraine. But if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about?
Now, I see a lot of people crying and saying that, this has been years of them serving in the military and all that they've gone through. And now people are also scared with what might happen to other people who are currently in the military or people who wants to join the military of late. And yeah, while I maintain my stand that military is one of the most honorable jobs to do because you are serving your country, I give kudos to people who have done this, the veterans, the people who are currently in the military. But for me, hey, no, I don't think I can ever, like I keep saying it, I think in my previous video, I mentioned that I don't think I can ever be found near military or a military person. Like, what? I remember one time my younger brother was telling us that, and he happens to be our only brother, right? So he was saying that he wanted to join the military. So when he told me, I was like, the way I even looked at him, he understood the statement. Like, what are you saying? Like, who are you going to say that to? And I doubt if he ever mentioned that to my parents because he knows that they won't even accept that. Because it's just like you're laying down your life for every other person. That's exactly how I see, military people. They lay down their life and they obey the last order. Like, they cannot even question or say no. They can't even do that. Like, whatever thing they are told is what they will literally do. If they tell them it's time to move, they end up moving. They tell them it's time to stop, they stop. No questions. Unlike we civilians, we literally question everything that happens in our life. We literally question when you tell us stop. We question. When you tell us it's time to go, even as a leader and their follower, your followers are asking you, oh, where are we going to right now? Okay. But military people, I doubt if they have that luxury, okay, of how do I even put it? That capability, okay, of asking questions and saying, why are you telling us to go? So fear has always lived with me as a person. So seeing some of these people crying and saying, I can't wait to finally pull off this, that's to tell you that there are hidden things within them that they can't even mention because of the oath they've taken, right? But there are just so many things that they have gone through that they might not be able to mention to us. And mind you, I also have watched like series of movies of people who, are in the military and, end up getting, devastated. They come out, especially when they go for these wars and all. When they come back, they're not the same person. They're not the same person. Their mental health is gone. Like they literally need therapy all the rest of their lives. And it's a whole lot. Okay, even the family people, we try so much to invest in them, stay with them. Like they invest time, okay, to help them to come out. And like watching some of these clips, it just kind of, kind of activates the things I already know, okay, and I'm like, no, I don't think I can ever find myself. So let's take a look at the comment section of this video. So someone said America has never been good to my people, so let them fight their own war, okay. Our children need to refuse to be, to go to work, to support our children to refuse, okay. So we need to support our children, okay. Okay, this one has said, stop fighting for their needs and the rich, fight for yourself. And you guys know the truth, okay? When these laws and these policies, when they discussed about what was going to go on, I doubt if they let the rest of the world know. Like the common man. It's always the big, the elites that just sit on the round table and make discussions and make decisions that might not profit the common man like me and you. So at the end of the day, people end up, devastated, right? They end up making decisions, and to be frank, they're not even the ones that, are the receiving end of all of this. It's always the people in the military, the people who will be on the front line. Their children are not there, their loved ones are not there. It's literally the people, okay, the common people that just want to go support their nation. And now that's why you have a lot of people saying, do not send your children to these things. Do not let them to go and become a military person to know they are literally, so you have a lot of them who are not deciding to quit, okay? Deciding that, the best thing for them to do is to quit and just be on their own. Like, it's such an honorable job. But I know myself, I can't even be found around it. Like, I can't marry a military person. I love them. I love them from afar. I love their uniforms. I love their marriage, that the way they do their ceremony, like the wedding ceremonies, the way they dress. I literally love the respect that comes with being, associated with a military person. I literally love it. But me, I'm so scared because I can't even imagine. Like, I have to live in agony for the rest of my life with this person because he's leaving for an operation and I don't know if he's ever going to come back or not. That's really a scary moment in the life of anybody. Yeah, take it from me. It's a very scary moment in the life of anybody. And that's why you have so many people saying, do not fight for the elites, okay? It's time for people to fight for themselves. But the truth is that not everybody's going to quit, okay? And every country needs a military. So I doubt, and I think the pay is good. I wouldn't know, okay? So, guys, let me know what your own take are in the comment section. Let's have that conversation in the comments. Please do want to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Credit belongs to original creators of these videos. I look forward to seeing all of my next. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you all on my next. Have a nice video. See you next time, guys. Bye.